We expected that if it's gonna rain, they will put a red flag. We would be P1.
But the race director just changed the rules that there would be a full course yellow under a driver change.
Today we have a definitely nicer weather. In the moment I was the fastest car on the track.
He was driving fast, really good, really consistent.
Ended up finishing in P4, which is really glad because we didn't really have much luck in the GT4 Germany.
This time we just got on P4, but maybe next time we have a bit more luck. I'm happy that we are back on speed, and I think this is really giving us more confidence after Paul Ricard for the next race in Misano.
Here in Misano in Italy, and it's really hot here, but it's also really nice here. I love the temperatures, you know, it's nice, only wearing t-shirt and short pants. Obviously when you get in the car, you know, you have to have your full racing gear on, and it gets really hot really fast in the car.
We are still learning about the track a lot. It has a really nice flow. Looks like that the pace we have here is actually really good. In the time when I was out, I was P2.
We immediately had pace here. We didn't have to really look at any of the fundamentals while driving. Here we could really look at the specifics, and that was really good because we saved a lot of time with that. We were immediately fast and running in the top 10.
In free practice 2, Robert was pushing. He wanted to follow, I think, another car, but he misjudged a little bit the weight of the car, and maybe the tires were still not really warm. He just missed the line a little bit and he spun into the gravel.
And after that we lost the alternator belt and we have no battery charging. Then had to retire from the session.
It's a bummer, but it happens. The car is still in one piece, it can easily be fixed. But obviously this was our last session now before qualifying.
0 laps done in the free practice 2. So yeah, we even couldn't try the new set of tires. So yeah, tomorrow will be a little bit surprise for us in the qualifying how it actually feels like.
It was a good strategy going out very late. She was pushing, she had a bit of traffic, she tried to solve her notes. She was improving lap by lap, but the tires went down lap by lap. So yeah, in the end, in the last lap, she improved a little bit.
End up in P15. That's the best qualifying I had so far in European, so of course I'm happy about it. You know, the thing is that you know that when you would be like 1 or 2 tenths faster, you are 10 places in front. But yeah, that's what we like. This competition here, everything is so tight, and yeah, now it's Robert's turn.
Also wir fahren jetzt raus, jetzt raus. lap will be last lap. Next lap will be last lap.
He improved his lines, his steps, and somehow he managed to be P2 in his class.
I think was my best qualifying ever. I'm obviously really happy about. Thanks. It was just 6/10 off P1 in my class, so P10 overall. I think I've never been qualified that good ever before. In these big official series, I'm really happy, and it really gives me also a lot of confidence for the race. Because if I keep this up, we have real chances on the podium, so I'm really happy. We brought some ice cream for the team. If you want to have a look inside, a nice variety.
Race 1 was really hot. The Wi-Fi router went down in our tent. The repeater you have to always switch off and cool down so that you have radio during the races.
Now we are starting close to the front. It will be hard for Gabi because he's driving with the best drivers.
It's forbidden to use any fans. It's forbidden to cool down anything. You just have to go into a car which has like 60 degrees. So everything was quite on the limit, and I think everyone also.
Waiting for those lights. We've had two quick throws from red to green.
Green, 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 green.
The start was actually really good. In the first corners I gained definitely some positions. But then I came into the fourth corner and I stuck there in the traffic. And I immediately knew that wasn't the correct decision.
She got some warnings on her display. The engine is a bit hot.
Yeah, immediately I felt that the car doesn't have like that power. The water temperature was really high all the time. I always had to try offline.
Maybe she was a bit stressed because of the warnings. Not always the radio was perfect.
What is the water temperature? Water temperature? 10.
So from the engineering side, you were a bit stressed. What is like the real number? How is it developing? Because we don't have any live data from the cars. But also for her, it's not easy because you think more about this than about the race, the action.
When I overtook someone, I knew like, okay, now I have fresh air and I can push again, trying to pass them as fast as possible.
Yeah, then we had a little problem during the pit stop.
The race logic timer was not working, so I wasn't sure what time I had to start driving out of the pit.
The heat like destroyed the mounting system. It threw away. It was flying in the car.
As I was driving out already, and it was full course yellow, so I couldn't really push out of the box. You know, it was immediately driving slow.
Yeah, it was really hard, even for the car, because the weather is really hot.
At the restart, I could already see that I had the pace. I was faster than the cars in front. Overtook a couple of cars, but then soon after, two cars had a pretty heavy crash again in the last sector, and I nearly crashed into the one car that was completely destroyed. But it was all fine, but then there was long safety car and a full course yellow period again. And so there was not much racing left for me to do, which is a shame because I could really be faster than the cars in front, and I would have had a couple more laps to try to overtake them.
Overall, we end up P10, which was the best result we had so far in this season. The hard thing is that we end up P9 in Pro-Am class.
It's hot out there, holy shit. Tomorrow we have good chances to do an even better result. And we take it from here.
hope that after the race we're gonna meet at the podium. I hope that every time.
I was always looking where I can gain an advantage, and when the race started I could overtake a couple of cars.
The first laps he was on the fly, he was really in the mood and really good, and he had the right eye, and he positioned himself really well and made the good moves to make some positions.
First car that was in my class I could overtake, so I was P1st in class. Sadly I could not keep that up though, I had to give one position away again.
In the time when he pitted in, he had an issue to release his seatbelt.
Everything was so wet and sweaty that I had difficulty pulling the safety straps.
We lost like 3 seconds by the pit stop.
Every tenth of a second is important. If you go out of the pit and you lose 2.6 seconds, imagine like when you are 2/10 per lap faster than the other guy, then you need like 10, 15, 20 laps to get closer to the car.
We are still on podium places, so hopefully Gabi can make something happen and keep it.
I was close to the P1 guy, but between us were cars in the other class. I was trying to overtake them, of course, as fast as possible.
Walking like a G, sipping Hennessy, president of Sweden, looking like a young Barack Obama. Skipping to the beat, giving hella heat. I'ma need a seat just to count up all these dots in count.
But it took some while, and in my mirror I already saw that another Mercedes is coming.
I'm the better man, I'm the jam, I'ma have you crushing like a four-wheel monster.
Then he overtook me in the last corner. That's how I went to P3, and I managed to keep this position till the completely ending.
Good job, Gabi. Good job. Check the flag. We are P3 and P7.
For this season, it's for us the first podium. When I passed the checkered flag, I started crying. It's now 1 year ago when we stand the last time on the podium.
When we were testing here and driving and qualifying, we saw that we had the pace and we could really fight for a podium here, and that's why I'm so happy that we were able to get on the podium, because I think we really deserved it. We really were fighting hard, and the whole team has put in so much work into the car and into the organization.
So for the Drago Racing team, the American badge on his belt, Robert Haub and Gabriela Jilkova, they fought really hard, and certainly Gabriela gave Jim Parr a very tough time.
This is just a really good reward for us and also the whole team to bring back 2 trophies.
Show your pen there.
That was our goal for today, to finish on the podium. And we got our goal, so we're really happy. It's a really good final ending to this race here in Misano. Amazing.
I'm f***ing happy. It was the f***ing longest thing in my life. And yeah, I'm finally happy that I'm bringing home a nice present. F***ing yes.
I think P3 was really deserved. There was like a spark, you know, like something which changed. I think they are back on track. I think we can do really hard times for the other cars, being maybe some more often on the podium.